single day I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day I'm gonna make something great. That's my
Hello people.
way.
Today I'm going to install the Pro scale, and it costs around 40 or 55 euros, and it's got to get in this car. The lights are already in here, but this will control the lights. So the blinkers will work automatically, the lights will work on and off, reverse lights, stop lights, everything like that. So I'm going to install this into this car. Okay, so the module is connected to the battery and it goes in this place. There are some screws here you can use for that. So this cap, also in the package, goes on this spot. Yes. Then the module is screwed on top of it. There you go. The longest screw goes to the battery side. Then we have a shorter screw that goes in the other one. But first you have to connect the tray with another screw actually underneath it. So I'm going to do that first so it's stable enough. Yep, there you go. That's tightened. Then we have the other one that goes in there. We have to tighten that up very good because there's a connector. The link connector actually is from the controller to the light switch. Is easy detachable, but of course this has to be fastened very well, so that's okay. Then we have a set of cables included, so let's see what's in here. We have a cable for the motor. This is for the motor, so you have to install that into the controller and then the cable goes to the motor. That's for the reverse. It's in there. You can use some pliers to make sure it is in good. Yeah, it's in good. So that's in place. So this actually has to go into the motor. We have a black cable, goes into the black one, and black goes here, and then you can protect it with this again. There you go. And then we have the red cable, goes in here, the red goes in here, and then the red goes there. So that's connected. Okay, fine. Then we can all put this together again with some tie strips, because it's gonna be also good to have it clean in here. So we plug in this cable into the RXN port. So you have to remove the plastic cap that's in there. There you go. So there's you go, you plug it in. You can't go wrong because the connector guides it away into the thing there. You have to unscrew this battery tray because then you can lift it a little. See? And then the cable has to go under here. And you can actually just make sure that it's safe under there. Yeah, well, I think I have to do some extra effort to put it under another cable because otherwise it will be not comfortable down there. So then you can use some zip ties to connect these cables to each other so that this is secure and safe under there. It's very important that you do that. Guide the cable this way, then use zip ties to make sure that everything is on spot and it doesn't get stuck under there. So that's very important. You have to watch an eye out for. Don't make them get stuck or squeeze in between some spots. There we go. So this is where it has to go. Down there. Down there. Okay. That's good. So I'm gonna put another zip tie down there. It's a little bit of fishing down there. But I will manage. I can manage. Yep, I got it. So we can pull another zip tie on it. There we go. So the cable is actually very nice in between all the rest of the cables. There we go. That's great. Then we, of course, cut off the extra plastic from the zip tie. And we can now lower the battery tray in its spot. So there we go. Cable is safe down there. I recommend to do that. I have seen people doing it like fishing it through there, but you actually have to follow the cables that's already in there. Don't just pull it through and not connect it with any zip ties or anything, because yeah, it's easy to get stuck down there between something, and yeah, then the cable is actually broken, so we don't want that. So we screw in back the battery tray. There we go. Everything is nice and clean down there, yep. Okay, and that's it. I would say if it's fastened, it's fastened. There you go. So don't overdo fastening the screws because it's all plastic. You can actually overturn the screw and then it's broken. So the next thing we gotta do is connect the cable in the communication module. So let's do that. So we open up this and this box. It's the receiver box. Okay. So we have to then squeeze the cables through here. It has to go under and in this box. Then we have to connect them. It's a little bit tight all in there, so let's try it. So you have to connect the connector with the one blue wire to channel 1. Then you connect the other cable to channel 2. And the cable that came out of channel 2 is going into the female that is actually on the cable you insert here. So everything is connected then, and then you have to close it back like this. Watch out, there's no cables in between the box. So squeeze them all nice in there. Make sure that the rubber for the water is in there. I grease it up with the grease I had included. Not that I'm gonna drive in the water, but you never know what happens. So it's greased up. There you go. We close the box again. Tight is tight, so don't over tighten the screws. Do it with a little bit of feeling. Here you go. Then the other cap is also going in. So I have to put some extra grease, but the nozzle is too small. I will open it some more. Then we put some grease on here. Not that much, a little bit, see. It's only that it's not, yeah. Getting water in there, it has to be watertight. So there we go. Then these cables will go under here. I hope this one fits in there now. Okay, let's put it this way. Yep, and there we go. That's good. Now we put in some extra screws here that came out of it, of course, but you have to tighten this also a little. Up, close, is close. There we go. So that's the connection to the receiver. So you can actually see the blue wires going under the battery tray. You can actually connect them beautiful with some zip ties down there, so it's all tidy and neat. Then you go all the way down there, and then you see they connect to the receiver here, the light switch box, and yeah, your link, max link, goes into the in port. So that's interesting to know. So now let's connect up all the lights and see what happens. What's connected to what? You can see it in here. It's actually those small little tags here show you where to put it in. It's not that obvious, so I show you this, so maybe you can find out what to do. The yellow one is the top light, or any lights out there that you want to use. Then we have all the rest is really nice tagged with numbers, letters, so it's not that difficult. I will connect up everything and see if it works now. So you can see the rock lights are working. The blink or the signal lights didn't work, and the rock lights also didn't work. So I finally found out what the problem was. Just connected the cable wrong. I can now put them out and on, rock climbing. We have then the auxiliary light you can put on and off up here. So auxiliary on and off, bright and not bright. Then we have also the headlights. There you go, headlights. So I finally got the blinkers working, see? So they finally work. Blinking lights, and then when you drive they stop actually. Yeah, everything is working now. And hope you had some use to this information. If there are any questions, you can always ask them in the comments. And yeah, of course, I want to thank you for watching, and make sure you subscribe. See you the next time. Bye bye.